Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello, my beautiful people. Give me a moment. I'm having a whole meltdown. Someone hacked into my Netflix account and I had to reset my password for the past 15 minutes. It was people from California, Iowa, somewhere in Georgia. I had 7 people in my Netflix account, so I had to, child, that's not what I want to do. I looked up and I got a text message saying, hey, you update your account, your location. Is this you? I'm like, I'm paying for it. I'm about to switch it. Child, these mofos don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. But anyway, hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, let me get adjusted here. Alrighty, today is restorative day. I got my eye pillow and some blocks if you need them. And actually, I got a pillow and a blanket. So let's get ourselves together. So those who are joining me on the replay, it's quite all right. I changed this practice 50 times because life has happened. Life has happened. I'm sitting here checking a Netflix account. I'm so mad. Someone hacked into, like, this is not the first time. This is like the 8th time someone hacked into, not the 8th time, but it's been hacked in more than once. You know, people always want to hack in your account, don't want to pay. Just pay. I don't want to pay for you. Alrighty. Getting my water. It's a little thirsty. How are you? Today is the last class of the year. Bye to 2024. Bye, bye, bye. I'm like crazy. About to lock it. Oh my God. I guess crazy. I'm about to add a pin to my Netflix account. There only should be 3 people in my account. My mom, my dad, and me. That's it. They don't live in Georgia. They're not in Iowa. It was Iowa because I know someone had to have a thing to change their VPN. They have access to it. So please, my dad's not a hacker, but he knows a lot about computers. So you gotta change the password like 55,000 times. So when I gotta go on my phone and change stuff. All right, let's get ourselves situated for today's practice. I'm sitting on my bum, crisscross applesauce. Let's switch our legs opposite way. Seeing if that worked. Don't mind me, I'm monitoring my account since I shut it down and switched everything out. Nope. Haven't received the new email. Nope. Just an email that my YouTube channel is started. All right. They got the wrong girl today. I think I got them. So I'm sitting, well rested. Had over 9 hours of sleep. I needed it. Past couple of days of work. It's been interesting. When you don't think everyone's at home sleeping, it's 3 a.m, somebody's cutting up. So let's just bring ourselves into our practice. This is a restorative class. The only thing you need is a blanket, a pillow. I have me an eye mask just to wear for the infrared and I have blocks. So you use whatever your disposal you have at home. It's whatever you have at home. So you don't have to have anything special with your practice. So I'm just sitting here, getting myself in my space, sitting on my tailbone, adjusting my hips. Go ahead and, for me a favor, bring your chin to your chest and just breathe. Taking a moment. Go ahead and take your forehead up to the sky, bringing your head back, and bring your chin up to the sky. And just breathe for a moment. Changing our direction, bringing our chin to a neutral. Turn your head to the lovely right side here. Stretching everything on your left. Take a nice inhale, then exhale, switching your direction. Turning your head to the left. To the left, to the left. Go ahead, bring your head front and center, chin down to your chest. Go ahead, take your forehead up to the sky, bringing it back. Dropping your head down to a neutral position. Turning your chin to your right. This time, taking your right chin. Try to see if you can make it down to your shoulder. And just feel a different direction in your neck being stretched. Just doing a little housekeeping here and getting other different bones and not bones, but muscles up in here. The bones are back here, not on the side. That's your muscles. Bringing your head up back to a neutral. Turn your forehead to your whole head to the left. Taking that chin down to your left as best as you're able to. And then you can feel the direction how you're stretching a different way on the right side of your neck. Kind of a little bit deeper and a little bit in. Something good. Yum. Go ahead, bring it nice and neutral. Take both legs, straight them out for me. Just move that pillow for a second. Go ahead and switch your body. Drop it down to the ground. Move everything out my way. I'm going to lay down on my back. Bringing your feet at least hip width. Bringing your feet actually the same size as your yoga mat. Don't mind me moving my stuff. Taking your feet the same size as your yoga mat. Take your knees and bring them in and touching each other. Go ahead and bring it here for a second. Go ahead and close your eyes if you're able to, or just rest your eyes. I'm going to make sure I text my dad and tell him to change his password because someone hacked into that Netflix account. Oh boy. Bring your hands to the side. Palms facing down or palms facing up. Actually, I got my palms facing up. And just breathe. Noticing your breath. Make any adjustments you need to. I think I'm going to move my mat over just a smidget. There we go. Hopefully you can see me well. Yep. Just letting everything go. We're at the end of 2025. Oh my God. No, 2024. I'm already making us into 2026. My bad. Sorry. Just the end of 2024. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. And letting everything go. So right here, we're going to practice our Ujjayi breath. And follow me. Go ahead and inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Then exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Really noticing your breath in your belly. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Then exhale from your nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Really hear your breath. Deep breath in again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then hold. Then exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Taking both hands, place them on your belly here. Let's feel that breath. Deep breath in. Hold. Exhale out. So really a breath, belly breath. Deep breath in. Hold. Exhale out. Go ahead, take your feet, walk them in. At least make them hip width. Take both hands up to the sky, palms facing each other. Bend your elbows. We're going to do eagle arms on the ground. Taking that right hand, taking it underneath your left, threading your hand under. And see if you can clasp with your hand if you're able to. And doing eagle arms. So we're taking our right hand underneath our left here, making 2 letter L's here, as best as we're able to. And really just feeling that, just unlocking our shoulders here and just letting the ground hold us. The shoulders are being separated from each other. So this is working your scapula. Holding it here and having your arms trying to lift up, going towards your head. Maybe your hands are above your head, which is deeper into your scapular muscle. So be mindful of that. If it's too much, you can bring them down. If you just keep them nice and neutral, just do whatever's comfortable for you. Really feeling that stretch. Holding it here. And then we're going to add on with the stretch. We're going to take that lovely right leg and cross it over the knee of the left leg and holding it here. Doing a nice little wrap. We're doing eagle on the ground here. And just untwisting everything. Take a breath. Really feeling everything work. And go ahead, untwist your legs and untwist your arms for me. Bringing your hands down to the side of you. Take a recovery breath. Deep breath in. Exhale out. And go ahead, take both hands, palms facing each other. Bend them at the elbow here. Having your palms facing each other, both looking like a nice letter L. Now we're taking that left hand underneath your right arm and doing an eagle on the opposite side here. And really stretching out that clavicle muscle here in the back, or that clavicle bone. Just bringing that the muscles back there and get a nice deep stretch. And no matter how you're holding your hands, if your hands are able to clasp, it's not. If you can't touch, it's fine. Go where you're able to in your body. Make it comfortable for you. I know it's a lot for your arms. If you could only just cross your arm under and just hold it here, you're getting a stretch in, no matter where you are. If you need a deeper stretch, you go ahead and take your hands above your head. It could be a little bit much. And your shoulder, for me, it's a bit much because I've been working out muscles, and this was where my muscles were hurting really bad the other day. So I'm really feeling it. I'm going to take that lovely left leg, cross it over the right knee here, and just holding it here, doing eagle on the ground here, and just really holding it. Oh, it's getting deep in that muscle. I can feel it. It's ripping it. Not ripping, but it's like pulling apart, but it's actually a nice sensation for me because that muscle is really tight and I need to go see a massage therapist. Hold it here and just breathe. Let's take 2 more breaths here. One more. Go ahead, uncross those lovely legs, uncross your arms, bringing both arms to the side of you. Feel a release in your shoulders and in your arms here. Go ahead, gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side for me. Thank you very much. Taking your Knees off the ground, placing your hands underneath your knees here. And we're going to do a nice little roll. Rolling your body. Really working that spine. Just giving your spine a nice massage. And when you're done rolling, cross your legs and see if you can flip on up. Look at that! You're amazing! Doing a lovely little yoga roll right there. Having fun and restorative. Crisscross applesauce. Go ahead and bring your knees onto your hands and knees. Getting into that lovely downward facing dog here. Not downward dog, I'm sorry. We're doing cat and cow. My bad. Just moving my props out around me. Placing your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, dropping that belly, bringing that forehead up to the sky for a cow pose. Really exhaling, rolling that back, bringing that chin into the chest, really engaging that core, bringing it in, bringing your butt, so kind of like sucking your butt in for a cat. Go ahead, drop that belly, bring that forehead up to the sky. On an inhale, cow. Exhale, switching your direction, chin into chest, rolling that back, really pulling your shoulders apart here for cat. Go ahead and bring yourself to a neutral. This time we're going to take our palms and switch the direction of our hands, having our fingertips fall on our knees, and just really alleviate the pain on our wrist here. If it's too much, I recommend you can take a blanket, placing your palm on the blanket, bringing the earth up to you. Kind of alleviate some pain if it's too intense. That's one way. You can roll your yoga mat. Same thing. Really helping less intensify the stretch in your palms, especially. It can be a lot, especially switching the direction of your palm. Because, we're working our wrists a different way, and it actually eliminates that pain. You can feel the stretch all the way up from your forearms, all the way up. Especially if you're like me, who's like kind of trying to turn my palms in more to get deeper. And don't follow me. I do too much sometimes in my practice. I know it's like, oh, my body can go a little bit more. But just doing the distance and just holding it here and noticing. And then shifting your body into a nice position, making sure your shoulders and your wrists are in alignment and your knees, and you're not glazing forward, but actually standing in that formation. If it's too much, you can untwist and just sit back and shake it out. Hold it here for a couple more breaths. Maybe just two. I think we can do two more. One more deep inhale like that. And exhale. And untwist your wrist. Now go ahead and sit back on your sit bones for me. Go ahead and shake that out. That was definitely intense. On your wrist, you're probably like, oh my God, because sometimes we work our hands, especially like me, I type a lot because I'm always on a computer and looking at a computer all day, every day at work. So sometimes that definitely helps. That's one recommendation I tell people when they especially have wrist pain, that usually can help. Or you can take a little ball, which I do have in my thing. I actually do have it when I sit on my couch, and I just squeeze my little ball to release any pressure, because these do so much, these little muscles and little bones, they do a lot of work. Your phalanges do so much work. So we're sitting here taking a pause for the cause. Take a little water break. And thank you for joining. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Ting. If you have any suggestions, I'm going to put a poll out, but also I'm going to be working on a new video intro, because I gotta be careful with the music I use. I think I want to change my theme song, but every time I change it, I get flagged. And then sometimes the creator said I can use it, then they change their mind, and then I have to change it. It's a whole mess, because sometimes they say, oh, you can use it, just tag me. And I do that, and they be like, oh no, I changed my mind. So I think I'm gonna keep the original song. I'm just gonna update my video for 2025. So that's it in a nutshell. I will be introducing a new series doing yoga with a what is it called? The little strap things for what is it called? The little strap things. That will be fun. I'm also going to include doing using our yoga blocks for weights, and maybe actually do a series with using weights with yoga. So yoga and weights, which I like doing it because I do it sometimes by myself. These are things I do by myself, and I try to perfect them by myself before I teach it to you. If I like it, if you don't like it, it's quite all right. And I'm going to be bringing back up the feet up because I get a lot of questions about that when I'm going to do those videos again. So I'm going to do that to keep my teaching hours. So I'm going to bring back my feet up because I have space with this wall, and we can do it right here. Look, this is my gym. My living room is my gym. I make it work. That's how I work out. I have my weights over there. Actually, I have them in a different room, but I have my weights. I be working it out. I have a full gym. Only thing I'm missing is a treadmill. If I can figure out how to put a treadmill in here, it's when I'm popping. I have body bars, weights, bands. That's it. I'm going to do yoga with the bands and everything. I pretty much have kettlebells. I have I have a full gym minus the treadmill. I have the step rope. I have everything. So back onto your hands and knees. We're going to tuck our toes down. You're going to feel a difference now in your downward facing dog, especially with your wrists. From open them up, push it backward in our first downward dog of the day. Holding it here and just breathe. In your dog, you are welcome to pedal. And just holding it here. This is restorative recovery. We're not doing nothing crazy. And then go ahead, drop down onto your hands and knees. Taking that right leg, bring it in between your hands here. Take that right knee in between. Sit on back into, we're going to go into pigeon. So in pigeon, as you see, started. If you're up here, it's quite all right. You can place a block on your right hip to help elevate you in your pigeon. Now for your leg. If your leg is like this and you can't move it, that just means this is all tight for you. So it's quite all right. You want to lift and settle your hips down. Making a number 7 with your leg. Just go where you're able to. If you don't make a number 7 and you make a little, that's good. That's really good. Like I said, if it's too much on one side, you just want to lift up your hip. That right block underneath your hip, which is perfect to help you in your hips. Make them nice and level and plain. As you see, my hips are level. Been doing this for a minute. And dropping down. You want a little relief, you can take a block, place it on your forehead, activate that third eye, your enlightenment. I'm really holding it here. Those of you who said, Ursula, this pigeon is ridiculous and I can't do it, I got you. This is a modification for your pigeon. You know I got you. You can lay on your back, taking that right leg, crossing it over your left, and bringing that left knee into your chest. You're doing pigeon on the ground. That is the same thing we're doing that way. So this is a modified version of pigeon. So wherever you like your bird at, go ahead and take it. Gonna hold it for a little bit to unlock our hips. So holding it there. As I'm talking, I need to get my timer. Look at that. Yep, they're not back in my account. My account is, they haven't. It's been for like 15 minutes. We were going back and forth. I kept changing my password. Man, I hate hackers. Just buy your own. It's just Netflix. It only costs a couple bucks. I mean, I had Netflix when I bought Netflix like the first time it came out. Like when they first came out, I forgot what 50. I don't know when Netflix came out, but when they first came out, it was the first thing I purchased myself because I didn't have cable. So, like I haven't had cable. Oh my god, I haven't had cable like in 20 years. Like people are like, well, what do you do? I used to just rent movies and watch. Yeah, because and I had Netflix when streaming started. Was Netflix was the first streaming? Yeah, I bought Netflix was the first thing ever bought myself, and I just watch. I would just go to, and so dating myself. I would go to Blockbuster and rent movies, and that's usually how I watch TV. I just rent movies. Yeah, because I didn't have cable. That's for. I just there was no need. And then I had regular television, so regular TV, like had the antenna set. So I watched 2, 4, and 11. Because most of the shows I wanted to watch was on 2, 4, 11 because they had good shows back then, and they used to be on regular television, like on CBS or ABC or something like that. So if I really want to watch stuff. Like the only thing, and then I had friends that had cable, so I would go to their house. One of my good friends, he would like every Sunday night we would watch Sex in the City at his house. So it would be like because he's the only one who had like a real job and he had cable, so we would always go to his house every Sunday night and have dinner and watch Sex in the City over there. I did it for many years, and he had cable because he had a real job. The rest of us was like I was poor in college. I couldn't afford cable. And I haven't had it in so many years that it doesn't affect me to watch it. Like when I see commercials and stuff, it doesn't affect me because I'm used to regular TV. Like today, to this day, I still don't have cable. Like even though there's different streaming apps, like I have different streaming apps, but I don't have cable. Like I just don't care. All right, go ahead, lift yourself up. We're going to take that lovely left leg that's behind us, straight in front. Taking that right foot into our left thigh here. Making a kind of like a tree pose by sitting up and folding forward in any amount because we're going to isolate and grab this lovely left foot and hold it here for a couple minutes. Really isolating the muscle. On here for at least for 2 minutes in our yin class. Yeah, like I was saying, I just haven't had cable in so long. It's like I don't even miss. Like I don't miss. I don't even know what's on cable. I don't. Since I've been the number one person who probably was doing streaming before most people were doing streaming that I did have. And some of the stuff on Netflix, like I was able to watch. That's how I got into like, certain things and got to watch all seasons of stuff. Especially because I watched the whole season of Nip Tuck, Xena Warrior Princess on streaming. What else did I watch? I got to watch Sequence. Like they had a whole bunch of different stuff back in the day when Netflix first started. And just holding it here. And like I said, you can hold it grabbing your feet, grabbing your ankle to the side, whatever's comfortable. I'm just forward and just holding it where I need to be. Like I said, we're going to be here for at least, we got 45 more seconds left. We're doing like at least between 2 to 3 minutes today with our practice. And just breathe. Really noticing any tension anywhere, any uncomfortable if you need to be. Like I said, you can always lift up your hips, tilt them forwards to get deeper into it, especially if you have very tight hips. And lift on up. We're going to bend this knee, bring it together, bring both knees to the side of us. So we're making like 2 little letter A's, small little letter A's. And this is mermaid pose. Bringing our, what is this? Our opposite knee. Actually, I'm the correct way than you. I'm not facing forward. I'm actually the correct way. So we're going to take our left hand to the side and bring our right hand over. Doing mermaid pose here. Stretching everything. You can use a block if need to be. Stretching everything on the side. And we're doing mermaid. You know how mermaids sit with a little tail to the side. That's what we're doing here. Mermaids. Go ahead and lift on up. And let's switch our direction. So we're going to go back onto our hands and knees. Let's get a couple cat cows in. That's how we keep the heat in our body. Go ahead, drop the belly, forehead up to the sky. Cow, exhale. Cat. 2 more times. Cow, exhale. Cat, deep breath in. Inhale up for cow. And exhale out for cat. I like one more. Deep breath in, head up for cow. Exhale. Rounding our back for cat. Now we're going to take our lovely left knee, bring it to our hands, and just go ahead and sit on that. 2 pigeon on the left side here. Like I said, you can use a block. Depend where you are in your pigeon. If you're up, it's quite all right. Just use the block to keep your hips leveled. You're down, lower. You can notice one side's tighter than the other. I think it's my tighter side. You can place a block on your forehead, or you can stay up wherever you are. Block on your forehead to release. Bring pressure onto your forehead here. And just breathe. Open up your third eye here. Massaging that third eye. Bring some wisdom into your body and your state of mind. I'm just holding this for at least about 3 minutes. So take your time. Just breathing. I gotta call my mom and tell her that the YouTube channel has changed. Like, I swear I'll tell you the time. Because somebody went into my account. And someone went into my account on the 26th of December, and I didn't notice it. Because my mom told me that she couldn't get into the Netflix account because it kept saying she doesn't have access, but it should just be me or her. So I didn't notice it. I didn't notice my email because I think I was working. I had a busy day and I didn't notice. And someone hacked into my account the 26th at 5:24 a.m. the day after Christmas. And then I noticed it, then I changed, and I noticed somebody else went into it on their phone in West Virginia. And then it was changed again. Then then someone went in and changed my account and changed the email, then they reset it. And then it went into Iowa, and then it went to California. And I said, oh, okay, that person has like a thing where they can change their location. Like, yo, please don't. That's why I don't sign up for everything. That's why I don't. Whew. Woo, woo, woo. Really enjoy this stretch. Opening up our hips. And just breathing. Woo, woo, woo. I got a gift card for whatchamacallit. I need to go spend it at Ulta Beauty. I need to get some primer. I might go outside today. I probably will after this practice. Probably go outside. I was going to go to the grocery store, but I have to make a list. And I got to text my best friend too. We're supposed to go to a party tonight. So we'll see. And I also got to study for my exam. My exam is in a couple of days. I'm ready for it. I'm ready as I'm going to be. I pray for the best. It's 100 questions or 150 questions or 100 questions, 150 minutes or something. I can't remember. They emailed me this morning. It's like, hey, don't forget your exams on Thursday. Good luck. Like, thank you. We got 25 seconds left to go. It's 150 minutes. It's the exam. I think it's 100 questions. It says I have to be there 30 minutes prior to my exam. All right. Going to shift our body to the left, to the left, to the left. Take that right leg, bring it up and forward. Here we're going to do one-legged stretch over here. Having that right leg in front of us, our left foot into our right thigh here. I'm teaching the correct way, not opposite, because I'm not forward. And go ahead, do a nice forward fold, really stretching everything on the right side here. And I can really feel the stretch. It's really tight. All that kicking and leg lifts and everything. And just breathe, noticing where you are in your stretch. If you need a little bit to lift up your hips. And just breathe, just breathe. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully you're off like me. I'm off for the next 2. I got today, tomorrow. I got 2 more days after this. A nice little mini vacation. Very lovely. I definitely deserve it. Definitely do. It's crazy to be off. It is crazy to be off this long. I'm going to go back to work until, the 3rd, I think? Let me double check my schedule. Yeah, I don't go back to work till Friday night. It is Tuesday. This week seems weird. So today for me, it feels like a Monday. But it's weird. So I feel like I worked a lot last week. I worked a lot. I worked the whole entire holiday. I worked the day before Christmas, Christmas Day, the day after Christmas. I think I didn't get off until that Friday, the 26th. Like, I was working a full week straight. Like, I just feel like my week it was a continuous week and stuff was just happening. Stuff was just happening. I'll hold this sucker for 45 seconds. Yeah, I just feel like last week was just long. It was. Then I was off on a Friday. I'm never off on a Friday night. So I went out with the girls. I had so much fun. We went to dinner and just hang. Oh, it's fun to get the heck out of the house from studying so much. All I've been doing I've been isolated. I've been studying a lot for this exam. I bought a bunch of different materials too for my yoga practice of how I want to, elevate my YouTube channel. Just to elevate for you guys, just to bring more into the practice and to do different things. Lift on up. So I bought different stuff. I bought stuff for raking, how we can do self-raking. Go ahead and bring that right foot behind you, making 2 letter A's, bringing your knees kind of close together. We're going to do mermaid pose on the opposite side here. So we're going to take our right hand to the right side, bring our left over. Beautiful mermaid. Look at me, my little tail. Swish, swish. One over here. Yeah, I bought a ton of yoga stuff. I got more books. I have a book about raking. I think about another anatomy book. I'm obsessed with yoga. Like, I bought 3 yoga books. I did. I bought a ton of yoga stuff. A ton. Go ahead, lift on up. I bought some stuff for chair yoga to elevate my chair yoga series and to bring some other stuff to it for people. Like, I did a lot of stuff. Straighten your legs. I'm telling you. I'm a yogi queen and also studying for this. So this is my life, man. I love yoga. 2 things I love: blood banking and being in your own yoga. Bringing both feet together. Bring your legs out in front of you. We're going to do a fourfold because we took our hips in two different directions. So we're going to, with this fourfold like this, bring our feet together. We're bringing our hips back into formation. So since we had our hips in two different sides, so we just want to level everything out. Hold in here in this nice, lovely fourfold. You want to, you can place blocks underneath your knees and do a nice fourfold, leading with your beautiful heart. It's a heart opener. So just breathe. Don't mind me. I'm making sure they stay off my account. I messed it up so bad with the words and the letters. They probably like, I can't believe it, for like literally 15 days. So someone hacked it on 20. I didn't even notice. Now I have to go into my email every day. So they haven't hacked until like my Hulu hasn't been hacked, and neither has my, because I have like, because I was original Disney person. So with my Disney account, they were very nice. They actually, well, a lot of us who signed up with Disney first, when they first had their app, they grandfather us so we can have the combined together. But I think they have the combined. We have like a different rate for her bundle since we were first, like beginning when Disney first came out. So because I have Disney, Hulu, go ahead, lift it up and go ahead and do a shake out with your legs. Shake it out. Point your toes away. Point your toes to yourself. Point your toes away. Point it towards yourself. That is my dad. Oh, it's my dad. I'm going to call him in a second, because I'm sure he's going to call me about, I'm going to call him back. Okay, we're probably going to call back again. Go ahead, bring yourself back onto your hands and knees. And why does my yoga mat always push me back to the wall? Bring your knees the same size as your yoga mat. Go ahead, push all the way back to, push yourself all the way back onto child's pose. Let me text him now. Oh, dad teaching yoga. I never tell my family what I'm teaching, especially on yoga. I'm gonna call him after this. Tell him to change his change his account. Go ahead, really take your fingertips, really stretch your hands all the way away, really stretching out your back. And do me a favor, bring your elbows close to your knees here. Open your arms up, kind of like a goalpost forward here for your shoulders. Go ahead and round that back a little bit and just drop it down. Hold it in here. See if you can sink in. If it's too much, you can always use your block to bring it, your face onto your block to help you bring it up. If it's being down to the ground, it's very uncomfortable for your neck. And go ahead, take those lovely hands, bring them behind you in a shell. Shell pose. And go ahead and walk those lovely hands away from you again. Now take that lovely left hand, bring it behind you. Kind of taking a bind in our child pose. And go ahead, turn your head to the right. You should definitely feel a difference in your stretch. Oh, yeah. That's it. Oh, yeah. Where you been all my life. Oh. Not holding too long. Unravel. Taking that lovely right hand onto your back here and twisting your head to the left. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I feel it. Oh, God. I haven't been doing this a lot. I need to bring this back. Oh, yeah. My shoulders are like, yep. Go ahead, stretch it out. Forehead to the ground. Go ahead, bring yourself back up onto your hands and knees. Go ahead, cross your feet. Bring your knees all the way Walk yourself, your knees all the way up to the beginning of your top of your mat. You can go ahead, cross your legs, and roll it back. Look at that. You're going forward and backwards. And let me bring forward to you. Now let's bring our feet together. We're going to do butterfly pose. And if you want, you can make it however you want to make your butterfly. I'm going to take the blanket, place it underneath my bums to elevate my hips here. Oh yeah, I'm going to place my back up against the wall. I'm going to get a different feel in this stretch. Bringing your feet together. Oh, see how I drop them down. You could take blocks if you want to help. This is kind of like a recovery and letting the earth and letting gravity do everything for you. But wherever you want to be, maybe we'll do that today. We'll see. And I back up against the wall because I really want to push down and really open up. And I got my blanket, sitting on my blanket to elevate my hips because I want to get deep in here. And I got my feet together, hands and clasp them. You can roll forward if you like, but I'm going to lift it up and just press on down because I'm particularly just focusing on this part of my thighs, my inner thighs, all the way down to my heels to get that stretch because it's very tight there from squats. I've been doing a lot of squats and putting the bar on my back and kettlebells. So I feel it's very tight in here and it's lumpy and bumpy. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So I'm just going to sit here this way. We're going to at least hold it here for at least about 3 minutes. Make it very comfortable for you for 3 minutes. And I counted my speech and talking at 3 minutes. So technically you got 2 minutes and like 39 seconds left. I know what I'm doing. My girlfriend be like, are you adding more on? I'm like, nope, I'm not adding more on. I'm being kind. I'm paying attention. I'm speaking and doing 2 things or 4 things at once or twice. And just breathe. Just work where you need to work. Make adjustments wherever you need to make adjustments. There's no right or wrong. And thank you for joining. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing and commenting. I appreciate you very much so. Oh, and too, shout out to the person who is enjoying my blogs on my yoga website. I really appreciate it. Someone did a very kind comment. I have to email them back. It was very kind on my website where they put about me being very transparent about how I feel when I'm doing yoga and how I can recognize how I fail sometimes in my practice, but it's still a practice and I give myself grace. So I definitely want to give a shout out to that person. I really appreciate it. I need to email them back. It just came out of where I got like an email from my webpage and I was like, hey, it was very beautiful. It made me cry because it was very beautiful. I was very truthful about meditation. How meditation can be very hard for people, just to slow it down and give yourself the grace. Maybe start with 1 minute, maybe start with 2. But then when people say, I can meditate for 17 hours, good for you. Not all of us are there. Even practitioners that do it, me, I could probably sit and meditate in silence. Maybe, I'm going to be honest, maybe for 5 minutes. My goal is to do 10 minutes. When I achieve that goal, I'll achieve it. But me giving myself a grace, because sometimes my mind wander. I'll be totally there, and the next minute, I take myself out because life does happen. We have to recognize that life sometimes does happen. We have 23 seconds left of me talking, rambling on, but being honest about meditation. Because, start yourself off where you are at. Take 1 minute. 1 minute is great. 2 minutes is great. 3 minutes is great. 4 minutes is great. That's why every time I practice, I make you 5 minutes at least to squat down. That's great. If you can do the full 5. All right, my beautiful yogis, go ahead and stretch out your lovely legs. Go ahead and do a yogi shake down and a yogi pat down. Pat down those legs to those thighs. Oh, shake it out, shake it out. Shake out your legs, shake out your feet. Woo. Now transition yourself onto your back. It's up to you. I have my blanket and my pillow. So I'm taking my pillow. Go ahead, lay on your back. And go into Savasana. Now for me, I'm going to do a restorative one. I'm placing my pillow underneath my knees to elevate my knees here. I'm going to take my blanket. I'm going to fold it. I'm going to place my blanket underneath my spine because I kind of want to do a back bend and open up my heart center here. And that's for me. So I'm just going to roll my blanket up and place it on my tailbone. And I'm going to take my block and I'm going to place it at the top for my neck. I don't know if I want it up for my head. Not my neck, but like on my head. Like I said, the lower part of my head. So I'm going to be doing that. You can do Savasana with props or without props. You are welcome to it. I'm really just going to hold it for at least about 5 to 7 minutes. I think I have it set for 7. Maybe we'll do 5. We'll do 5. It's like 9:52 plus 5. Yeah, that'd be fine. Because by the time I'm done talking, it'll be about that time. So I'm going to just bring my Savasana here. Like I said, this is what I'm doing. Because I kind of want a nice restorative. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic what I just did. I have my blanket underneath my spine because I'm getting a little baby back bit in here. And opening up my chest here. That's what I want, to get some more breath into my lungs here. I have my pillow underneath my blanket. I'm sorry, my knees on. I have my pillow underneath my knees. I have my feet out, at least wider than my mat. I got my I was gonna grab my belly one, but nope, I'm already here. I got my eye pillow on my eyes, palms facing up or palms on your belly. And we're going to start it right now. So I will see you in 5 minutes, my beautiful people. And breathe at your own breath pace and enjoy your Savasana. Alrighty. Go ahead, do me a favor. Take both legs, bring them up to the sky. Have them up high. If you have your pillow underneath your legs, go ahead and move that. Go ahead, drop both feet onto the ground and gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side. If you have any props behind you underneath you, go ahead and move them at this time. That's what I'm doing as I windshield wiper my knees. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, go ahead and cross both legs. My pillow, a blanket. Place both hands underneath your knees. Go ahead and bend your knees into your chest. Do a nice gentle rock if you're able to. And go ahead, roll yourself up. My blanket was fighting me. Oh, that feels good. I was kind of peeping and looking just to make sure like last time. Remember last time the power went out? Yeah. It's been happening a lot in my area. I know they're doing construction around here. I'm just going to blame it on construction, but I don't know. Sitting upright in a nice crisscross position. Go ahead and switch the directions of your legs. And just breathe here. We're going to do a 1-minute meditation practice. So sitting crisscross and having your hands like bowls, palms up to receive all the good energy. And we're going to sit here in silence. So the breath for this is inhale for 5, hold, and then exhale out for 5. So you just want to do that nice, deep ujjayi breath into your practice. Do as best you can, letting everything go. I know sometimes it's hard. I get it. I'm terrible at it too, but practice makes perfect, and we are doing that together. I love it for us. So sitting comfortable in a comfortable position, palms are up, eyes rested. You can have them looking at a gaze or just rested, nice and rested. And making sure your shoulders are up, back and around and down, away from your ear. And just use that breath pace. And we're going to start. Hold on, I'm going to get my timer. If you already started, go ahead. Now. All right. Take both palms up to the sky, palms facing each other, bringing both hands down to heart center. Namaste prayer hands, and hold it here for a second. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, do a lion's breath with your tongue out. To a nice inhale through your nose. Hold it here. Then go ahead and exhale, bring your tongue out for a nice lion's breath. One more time. Deep breath in. Through your nose. Exhale. Go ahead and sigh out for me. Saying goodbye to 2024 and saying hello to 2025. Oh. Namaste to you and your family, which means the God in me bows down and I honor the God is in you. Thank you so much for rocking with me with 2024. 2025 is yes, but to come for all of us. And I will say with this, with gentle kindness. Be kind to yourself. Be good to others, or try to be, because you know some people be testing you. Just breathe, reset, look at them as like, you know what? You may get this villainy. I don't know. Sometimes you have to be a villain. I'm just going to bring it. Just sometimes it's okay. Give yourself permission to be okay with that. It happens. Trust me. We try to be on our best behavior. Then they try us. That's a villain today. But what can I say? My favorite character in the whole wide world is, come on, I love the Joker. We will talk about that later. Judge me later. I apologize. But I'm being truthful. But be kind to yourself and just pay attention to others if you can. But make sure you take care of yourself in this year. 2024 was a ride. 2025, we'll see how it goes. It's a new year. It's a new year, new day, new year. And that's going to happen in a couple hours. So I will see you in the new year. I will either upload or go live, depending. And I'll put notifications on. Make sure your notifications are on. Go in, add me to your favorites, clean, hit the bell, subscribe, like, share, comment. I appreciate you, love you, and thank you, my fellow yogis. You are the best. I love each and every 161 of y'all who will be rocking with me and looking on the channel. I appreciate you. Shout out to the replay gang. I'm a replay gang girl too as well. Thank you so much. Namaste to you. Bye. And I'm going to come forward. You're going to see my face. Bye. Thanks for watching.